All right, so now we're going to walk through some of the different ways of using git diff. We've got git diff head, git diff staged and cached, and then we have git diff head with a file name, git diff staged with a file name, branch names that we can use. We can put commit hashes in there. So there's a lot that we can cover. It all follows a very similar pattern though, so it's not super difficult. But I'm going to begin by making a very basic repo that we can follow along with instead of this crazier one, right, with all these changes and tons of files. I'm going to do just a trivial example. It all works the same way. So I'm not in a repo at the moment. I'll init a repo, and I'm going to make just a colors file, colors.txt. And why don't I add a commit right now? Git add colors.txt, git commit. We'll just do initial commit. I'm just going to make some basic history. And then here's my file. So I'll add red into that file, and then I'll do a commit am, which just means add everything, and then m for message. So I don't have to add and commit. I'm going to just do this very quickly. I'll probably fast forward. So this one will be add orange. I'm just going to build up the rainbow one commit at a time. Maybe I'll do yellow and green together. So this, let me clear, will be add yellow and green, and then blue and purple. So I'll do the same thing, right? Add a commit message, add blue and purple. Okay, so we've got our rainbow set up now, and I have a tiny bit of history. I have, 5 commits so far? Okay, that's enough for us to start using git diff. So the first version I showed you, the only version, is just git diff with nothing else. And this will show us all the changes in our working directory that are not staged for the next commit. So it compares staging and the working directory. Also, staging is usually referred to the index on the documentation. It's just confusing. Staging makes more sense. So a lot of people say that. Right now, if I run it, there's no difference because there are no changes at all. There's nothing in the staging area. There's nothing in the working directory. Nothing has changed. So if I instead do something simple like, what I did in the last video, if I remove purple, right, and replace it as indigo, let's just save that. If I type git status, we see, all right, there's something that's been modified. And now if I type git diff, we see an actual diff. So this is showing us a comparison between what the index knows about and what the staging area has versus the changes that we've made. Another way of thinking about it is that the differences are what we could tell Git to add to the staging area. So as we see here in our colors.txt file, right, we're comparing one file to the next. First version is A, second version is B. So A is what the staging area knows about, versus B is the changes we have in our working directory. So A gets the minus sign, right? B gets the plus sign. So in the version of our files that the staging area last knew about, purple was still there, right? That's what that minus sign means. Versus with the version of the file that is actually in our working directory, we see that indigo has been added. So that's what the plus indicates. It doesn't always mean something is new. It just means that it came from file B, and in our case, file B are the new changes. So that's all I'll show you in this video. Just to make this point one more time, git diff on its own will list the changes in our working directory that are not staged.